Der Führer hat mich auf der politischen Seite zum Reichsminister für die besetzten Ostgebiete ernannt.
Alfred Rosenberg, a man consumed with visions of racial and ethnic superiority. Reading Rosenberg's diary is to stare into the mind of a dark soul.
The conference was a success. It is, after all, for the first time in European history that 10 European nations were represented at an anti-Jewish conference with the clear program to remove this race from Europe.
Today we announce the recovery of the long-lost Rosenberg diary. It is the unvarnished account of a Nazi leader, his thoughts, his philosophies, his interactions with other Nazi leaders.
When the reports came in that Stalin had ordered the remaining Germans to be dragged away to Siberia, to have them murdered, I ordered a very harsh statement and sent it to the Führer. Germany will punish the Jews of Central Europe for this. Alfred Rosenberg was the Reich Minister for the occupied Eastern Territory, in charge of a huge swath of country stretching from the Baltic states down to southern Ukraine with about 40 million people. And he is responsible for a large percentage of the about 2 million dead Jews that were murdered during the Holocaust in the occupied Soviet Union.
After the war, he was tried by the Allies in Nuremberg, Germany, found guilty, and hanged on October 16, 1946. But Rosenberg did not take all of his secrets to the grave. Instead, he left behind the diary he kept from 1934 to 1944.
And that order was promulgated by you as the Reich Minister for the occupied Eastern Territories.
The diary was seized by the victorious Allies, and portions were used by the prosecution at Nuremberg. We now know that the diary was smuggled into the United States, likely by Dr. Robert Kempner, one of the U.S. prosecutors at Nuremberg. It has been here in the United States ever since.
The obsessive nature of his interest comes through. His extreme focus on any expression of support from the Führer. Anytime he gets clapped on the back and gets a particularly warm handshake from Hitler, he would note that. And his absolutely vitriolic hatred, the way he despises particularly Goebbels. Hitler at one point calls him the church father of National Socialism. And that is something that Rosenberg himself proudly noted in his diary. One of the beauties of working here, you get to see material that is acquired as part of the museum's strategic effort to rescue the evidence. And here you can see rescue the evidence really in action, where you have material that is crucial for the understanding of the Holocaust, its teaching and its research into the future. This will be a very important source for everyone who's interested in this part of Nazi history.
As time marches on, there are fewer and fewer living victims and witnesses to the horrors of the Third Reich. 68 years have passed since the fall of Berlin, and soon there will be no more human testimony of what happened during the Holocaust, and just as important, of how it happened. So it is critical to locate and preserve written records from this time period. Today, we do our part to preserve our ability to remember that suffering, to learn from it, so that our children's future charts a better course.